Lawyers of Reddit, what's your most badass I rest my case moment? OP1. As a young attorney, I had stated a claim that an insurance company was dragging out a case in bad faith, in hopes that my elderly client would die before they had to pay him. I was requesting that the trial date be given priority due to my client's advanced age. The judge was no spring chicken himself and seemed skeptical when he asked exactly how old my client was, maybe thinking that he was in his 70s and must merely seem ancient to a baby lawyer like me. When I responded that my client was 92 and the case has already gone on for 5 years, the judge was visibly shocked and immediately granted my motion for priority, shutting down the insurance company's attorney's attempt to respond. They wrote us a check for $1 million the next week. OP2. I was representing a woman with a severe neck injury. Opposing counsel presented a test result that showed her cervical exam was normal. I felt almost bad when I pointed out he had the wrong cervical area in mind. Commenter. I wonder how red his face got. If I was that lady, I'd have made my neck injury worse from throwing my head back in laughter. OP3. We had a case where opposing counsel was cross-examining our expert witness on hydrology regarding some silt/runoff issues. Mr. Smith, wouldn't you agree that the book I'm holding is highly respected in your field and considered to be the gold standard on the subject? Witness, I am aware that it is highly regarded in my field. Would you be willing to explain in your own words what paragraphs 6 to 10 on page 121 is describing? Witness reads the passage word for word. Yes, I can read, but could you put this passage in your own words for the court? These are my own words. I wrote it. We were the defendants. We were being sued by an HOA over silt in a lake. We were able to prove that we weren't responsible and prevailed. It actually originated from another site and entered the lake elsewhere. However, that site was owned by a very large corporation, and I don't think the HOA wanted to fight with an entity that could fight forever. OP4. My sister got T-boned by a car, causing a concussion when I was younger. Long story short, we were in court with the judge, who asked the driver if he had ever sped before. No, Your Honor, I never speed, was his reply. The judge asked him a couple more times if he was sure, if he never sped. Ever? The driver was adamant that he never sped and never had before. A few minutes later, my sister's lawyer gave the judge some paperwork. She read it and said to the driver, "It seems that you have some past driving violations. Can you tell me what they are for?" Speeding. The driver had to pay medical bills for my sister,